Are you aware of the Tort of Nuisance? Hello distinguished friends, I'm Legalized Mimi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment and repost. My page is quite informative. We talk about the law, the reasons you need a lawyer and general issues of life. Okay, so today we'll be talking about the Tort of Nuisance. So I said previously in my other videos that tort is a civil wrong. Yeah, it's not a crime, it's a civil wrong. So what is nuisance? Nuisance is the negative effect of somebody's action or omission against the normal enjoyment of life by the complainant. So that's just a simple definition of nuisance. So in law we have the tort of nuisance. So it's not every disturbance or inconvenience that is actually actionable in court. That means it's not every nuisance that you can actually get redress for in court. It has a restricted scope. So what are the examples of situations that can be classified as nuisance? Emission of noxious gas or fumes from a factory, emission of noxious gas or fumes from lorries, trains or aircraft, noise from the crowing of cops in the early hours of the morning, especially in a restricted residential area, the obstruction of public highway for social or religious gathering, the collapse of a building due to the vibrations of another company next door. So we have the public nuisance and we have the private nuisance. So what is public nuisance? Public nuisance is where a person carries on some harmful activities that affects the whole people or part of the people. Okay, for example, the leakage of atomic waste, which can affect the environment, causing damage to plants, animals and of course human beings. So the Attorney General usually acts for the public. You know that Attorney General usually acts for the public. So a private person cannot sue in public nuisance except he can show that he has suffered a damage far above the general damage suffered by others. Okay, however, you have to understand that a public nuisance can also be prosecuted either as a civil or a criminal matter. So you know that to every general rule in law there is always an exception. So always bear that in mind, and that is why you always need a lawyer. Okay, so you can see the case of YINUSA DAODU versus WWPC. So I'm going to provide the citation. So what is a private nuisance? This law is designed to protect the individual owner or occupier of land from substantial interference with his enjoyment thereof. So you can see the case of ABIOLA versus IJIOMA. I'll provide the citation. So this private nuisance can fall into three categories. We have the physical injury to the plaintiff property. So the complainant, where there has been a physical injury to the complainant's building or property. Substantial interference with the plaintiff's use and enjoyment of his land. Okay, example, where the plaintiff is subjected to unreasonable noise or smell emanating from the defendant's neighboring land. Okay, so recently you've seen cases whereby the Lagos State government has been demolishing some churches and mosques because of noise. So this is an example, a very good example of what we're talking about. Okay, interference, easement and profit, where there has been an interference with the complainant's profit and easement. Example, where the defendant wrongfully obstructs the plaintiff's right of way or right to light. So these are examples of private nuisance. I hope you've learned something. Please stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.